मीडिया ने बहुत बड़ी क्रांति की है। विश्व के पॉलिटिक्स, इकोनॉमिक, हेल्थ, मेंटल, एजुकेशनल, क्राइम, इंडस्ट्रीज, कम्युनिकेशन, वुमन, चिल्ड्रन और एल्डर आदि पर बहुत बड़ा परिणाम हुआ है, प्रभाव हुआ है। पूरे विश्व का नॉलेज मोबाइल में बंद है। इस माध्यम से हम हमारा विकास, डेवलपमेंट कर रहे हैं, लेकिन कौन सा ही विकास सस्टेनेबल होना चाहिए, इसलिए इस प्लेटफॉर्म का सही इस्तेमाल होना चाहिए। हमारा युवा वर्ग जो कॉलेज के कट्टे पे बैठकर रील देख रहा है, इनके हाथ में इस सोशल मीडिया के माध्यम से ऐसा कार्य करे कि जिसके कारण उन युवाओं पर हमारा युवा वर्ग, हमारे बुजुर्ग, हमारे बच्चे आदि पर बुरा असर ही हो रहा है और इसके साथ साथ महिलाओं पर क्राइम बढ़ रहे हैं। इस पर कुछ चर्चा हो जाए, इसलिए हमने इस कॉन्फ्रेंस का आयोजन किया है।
मॅडम आवाज येत नाही तुमचा.
Thank you so much, ma'am. After this introductory address of Dr. Alka Kumanshi, madam, I would like to request Dr. Sunita Tengse, ma'am, from Ramesh Varpudkar College, Sonpet, Parbhani, to introduce our keynote speaker, Madam Raina Lampo, to all of us.
May I audible, ma'am?
Sunita Tengse, ma'am.
May I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Yes, madam. Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. Rania Lampo is a multi-awarded global educator, STEM instructor, ICT teacher, trainer, researcher, international speaker, author, and global peace ambassador in Greece. Currently, she is working at the Greek Ministry of Education at the Director of Educational Technology and Invention, where she writes STEM project for Greek school. She is also a STEM instructor at the Greek Astronomy and Space Company. She has been awarded over 200 national and international prizes, and she has Global Teacher Award 2019, 2020, 2021, AKS Award winner, and a Global Teacher Prize finalist 2019. She has been selected as a Global Icon 2020, featured in Passion Vista magazine among the top 10 women entrepreneurs, featured among the 100 most successful women in business. She promotes STEM vision for introducing STEM in astronomy and physics projects and combines STEM with language teaching. She is a founder and international coordinator of many innovation international projects that focus on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. She is also author of scientific books for kids. She is a social activist and a member of Educational Committee of the Ecumenical Dolphin Union in combination with Howard University. She collaborates with many international organizations and she has received many humanitarian and peace awards. She is an editorial board member of many journals. She has presented her research in numerous international conferences and she has published works in various journals. She is multifaceted personality. I request you, ma'am, to deliver your intelligible talk on the topic. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Warm greetings from Athens, from Greece, on the Greek Ministry of Education. It's an honor and a pleasure to welcome you all, me too, to this very enriching and very relevant nowadays multidisciplinary online international conference on the impact of social media. Would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to all organizers for setting up this great event, and of course I would like to thank you for the kind invitation. It's a topic that deeply impacts our lives, and in a world where technology is our fingertips constantly, then social media has actually woven itself into the very fabric of our daily routines. However, while these platforms have brought many benefits, they also pose challenges that influence our mental and emotional well-being. So that's why today I decided to speak about social media and mental health, because the fast-paced and image-driven nature of these platforms can lead to feelings of anxiety, comparison, isolation, especially among young children and youth. So balancing the positive aspects with the potential risk is crucial for both our personal mental health and the well-being of future generations. So today we're going to explore many facets of social media's aspects on mental health, from its ability to create supportive communities to its role in fostering cyberbullying or unrealistic expectations on digital tyrants, etc. Allow me now to share my presentation. I have a lot to say. I will share also my experience from Greece. I don't know if it's visible.
Yeah,
Yes,
yes.
ma'am. it is visible.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Can you see also the change of slides? Can you see the change of slides also?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Please go
Okay,
ahead.
thank you. So how has the rise of social media changed the way we perceive ourselves and others? Actually, in the Greek Ministry of Education, I'm conducting a workshop, have been conducting for several years. It's a workshop on cybersecurity where we invite the students for primary and secondary education to come to the ministry installation and dedicated training on this. During this seminar, this workshop, I have been connected with students who really are suffering. And the challenge is that educators are not, the teachers are not trained to handle this kind of issues, because it's about complex and multifaceted questions and issues that we are not ready to tackle and to handle. I want to share with you a short example that recently we had a group of students who went on excursion. During this excursion, one girl tried to take a selfie on a very impressive cliff, and she got killed. She fell off the cliff. This is one shocking example. And another example is that we have also increased 500 students, children who are hospitalized from social media and internet addiction. We're talking about students who are wearing Pampers, who cannot be detached from the laptop, and they're staying there for months in the hospital. So actually, Greece has a very high rate in addiction, and this is one of the main issues that we're going to discuss. So how has the rise of social media changed the way we perceive ourselves? This is very important because first we talked about increased social comparison. Social media often showcases what we call curated, idealized versions of people's lives. Users typically share highlights rather than everyday struggles, creating an altered, a skewed perception of reality. And this can lead to constant comparisons where individuals measure their own lives against others' seemingly perfect experience. And this has to do with the pressure to conform at the same time, because when we see the successes and relationships and lifestyle of others, this can create a pressure to conform to certain standards, whether in terms of beauty or wealth or lifestyle choices. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem if one's own life doesn't seem to measure up. And this leads to altered self-identity, because social media allow users to craft and present an edited version of themselves. This can lead to the creation of an online persona that might differ significantly from our true self. So the pressure to maintain this persona can impact how individuals see themselves, potentially leading to a disconnection between their online identity and real identity. At the same time, the pursuit of likes, comments, and followers can become a measure of self-worth, because we seek all the time this self-validation we may start valuing ourselves based on the amount of positive feedback that we receive on social media, which can affect what? Our self-esteem and mental well-being. And also, social media emphasizes often visual content, such as photos or videos, which can lead to a greater focus on physical appearance. This emphasis on superficial qualities can make young people especially more critical of their looks and lead to body image issues, especially among young people. At the same time, materialism, because the showcasing of material positions, of vacations, of luxury experiences can foster a sense of materialism and the belief that happiness and success are tied to wealth and consumption. Social media allows, of course, for broader connectivity, but it can create an illusion of closeness and friendship, because the number of online friends or followers may not equate to meaningful supportive relationships, and this leads to a sense of social isolation, despite being connected virtually. And we know that many people use social media to seek validation in their relationships, posting about, for example, social events to gain approval from their audience. This means that we try to value relationships more for our social media presence rather than for our actual substance. A very important point. You have heard about the fear of missing out. This is a constant, the constant exposure to others' activities and achievements can trigger this fear. Seeing friends or acquaintances or influencers participating in events or vacations or social gatherings can make individuals feel excluded, or that their own life is lacking excitement or fulfillment. Alongside with this, there are many studies who show that actually 0.5% of all social media users, they are suffering from this fear, and this is at the same time with what we call nomophobia, no mobile phobia. The 50% of mobile users prefer to go out without wearing their shoes rather than go out without their mobile. So we're talking about this phenomenon of today's world, and the shifting norms and expectations now is that social media can actually shape cultural norms and expectations around beauty, around success, and about lifestyle. Influencers and celebrities often set trends that can influence what is considered desirable and aspirational, impacting how individuals view themselves and what they strive for. And let's not forget about the instant gratification. The immediate feedback provided by social media, through likes, through shares, can lead to a desire for instant gratification. This can affect how individuals value longer-term goals and efforts that do not provide immediate rewards. The impact of self-awareness, because constantly when we are in the public eye, even within our own social circle, this can lead to heightened self-consciousness. People may feel over-concerned with how they are perceived by others, affecting their behavior and then self-presentation. On a positive note, we could say that social media can also offer opportunities for self-reflection and feedback, because some individuals actually use the social platforms to explore aspects of their identities and receive support from communities they identify with, which can positively contribute to self-understanding. So, overall, we could say that social media has potentially influenced the way we see ourselves and others by promoting social comparison, altering self-identity, and shaping our views in relationship and societal norms. While it provides opportunities for connection and self-expression, it also presents challenges in maintaining a healthy and realistic self-perception. Recognizing these influences is crucial in navigating social media's impact on our mental and emotional well-being. So what are most common ways social media use affects our mental health? I mentioned before about anxiety and depression, because of this comparison and the fear of missing out are related with this. The body is cyberbullying, of course, and harassment. And body image issues I'm going to see because social media is saturated with images that often reflect unrealistic beauty standards due to editing, filters, and selective presentation. This constant exposure can lead to body satisfaction and negative self-perception, particularly among adolescents and young adults. And the promotion of extreme diets or fitness routines and body transformation can contribute to unhealthy behaviors, potentially leading to eating disorders and other body image-related issues. A very important issue mentioned in my country has to do with addiction and dependency, because the design of social media platforms with features like the infinite scrolling or notifications or likes can create addictive behaviors. This compulsive use can lead to neglect of real-world responsibilities and relationships, resulting in increased feelings of isolating and anxiety. And you need to know what neuroscience says about the dopamine reward system. Here you can see what is happening. Social media can trigger the brain's reward system, releasing dopamine when users receive likes, comments, or shares. And this can create a cycle of seeking validation and pleasure through social media, which can negatively impact mental health over time. We know that there's a powerful chemical called dopamine, and this is referred to what we call feel-good neurotransmitter. Dopamine plays a crucial role in our brain's reward system. It is responsible for our pleasurable feelings we experience when we achieve something or when something excites or motivates us. So when it comes to social media, platforms actually are designed to take full advantage of this dopamine-driven reward system. How? Because our brain is wired to seek out rewards, repeat behaviors that release dopamine. But however, modern digital technologies, particularly social media, have found ways to hijack this reward circuitry. Each like, each comment, each share, each notification we receive acts as a small reward, triggering the release of dopamine and making us feel good. Of course, social media platforms provide a near instant feedback loop. So every time we post a picture, we share a photo, or we engage in a conversation, we're waiting for likes and shares to come in. So this way, when they do so, they trigger a dopamine release in our brain, reinforcing the behavior and making us want to post or check notifications again. This creates a cycle of instant notifications. We do something, we get a reward and feel compelled to repeat it, leading to potential addictive behaviors. Another issue has to do with variable rewards. One of the most powerful aspects of the dopamine system is its response to variable rewards. It's what we call the unpredictable nature of receiving a reward. Social media is designed to provide these variable rewards. Sometimes a post gets likes, sometimes it doesn't get likes. So this uncertainty keeps us hooked because our brains are drawn to the possibility of a reward, not just the reward itself. And this mirrors the same psychological mechanism behind gambling addiction, where the unpredictability of the outcome intensifies anticipation. This is the science behind dopamine and understanding the role dopamine plays in social media use is crucial to developing healthier habits. By being aware of the ways in which social media platforms are designed to manipulate our reward system, we can start to moderate our use and set our boundaries. Here you can see what happens in the brain when the brain gets addicted. It's about a behavioral addiction that triggers structural changes in the brain system. And this can cause damage to the structure and function of the brain's reward, executive, and decision-making system. Very important, especially when we talk to young children, I think the majority of students are suffering from sleep disruption, because excessive use of social media, especially before bedtime, can disrupt the sleep patterns. Why? Because the blue light, which is emitted by a screen, interferes with melatonin production, making it harder to fall asleep. So poor sleep quality can exacerbate mental health issues like anxiety and depression. And the constant influx of information, emotional stimulation from social media can make it difficult for the mind to wind down, to further impacting sleep and overall well-being. It's about, at the same time, we talk about reduced attention span and focus because the multitasking nature of social media use can reduce the ability to focus and concentrate. Constant notifications and the habit of switching between tasks can lead to a shorter attention span, which can affect academic or work performance and contribute to feeling of stress. Impaired real-world social skills. Over-reliance on online communication can impair the development of real-world social skills and lead to social isolation. Interacting through screens can lack the depth and emotional connection or face-to-face interactions, which are important for emotional well-being. And of course, superficial relationships, because social media can foster more superficial connections rather than deep, meaningful relations. And this can leave individuals feeling lonely or disconnected, even if they have a large number of online friends or followers. And at the same time, the mood and emotions displayed on social media can be contagious. So exposure to negative or distressing content can affect the users and of course can affect their emotional states, leading to mood swings or emotional exhaustion. The need for validation, it's about external validation actually, through comments or shares can lead to emotional dependence on external approval. When this validation is not received, this can result in feelings of rejection or low self-worth. And this causes stress. Another cause of stress is the constant stream of information, of news and updates. So social media can lead to information overload, and this can create a feeling of overwhelm as users struggle to process the vast amount of content they are exposed to. And exposure to negative news also, especially on platforms that highlight sensational stories, can contribute to increased stress and anxiety. Potential for positive impacts also, this, on the positive side, of course, social media can offer a sense of community and support. So we could say that social media has a complex relationship with mental health. So it can serve as a tool for both positive and negative mental health outcomes. Social media provides platforms actually where individuals can connect with others who share similar interests or experiences or challenges, and this can be valuable for those who may feel isolated in their immediate environment, such as people dealing with chronic illnesses or mental health issues or belonging to marginalized communities. And emotional support, because online communities and support groups can offer emotional support, empathy, and advice. This can especially be helpful for individuals going through difficult times or dealing with issues such as grief, depression, or anxiety. Social media also is a powerful tool for spreading awareness about mental health issues, reducing stigma, and promoting understanding. Many organizations and individuals use these platforms to share information, resources, and personal stories, which can help normalize discussions about mental health. And through social media, individuals can easily access mental health resources, such as articles or videos or helplines. This can facilitate early intervention by providing information on symptoms and treatment options for various mental health conditions. Platforms like Instagram or TikTok or YouTube allow users to express themselves also creatively through art, music, writing, and other forms of content. So engaging in creative activities can be therapeutic and help boost self-esteem. At the same time, social media can be a space where individuals explore and express different aspects of their identity, including gender, sexuality, and cultural background. So finding communities that share similar experiences can foster a sense of belonging and self-acceptance. It's about also advocacy and activism, because social media can promote many times social causes, advocate for changes that impact mental health. That could be anti-bully campaigns, that could be some suicide prevention campaigns, etc. So to harness the positive aspects of social media while at the same time minimizing the negative impact, it's important to adopt mindful, intentional usage strategies, to set boundaries, limit time spent on social media, to create boundaries around its use. Curate the feed, follow accounts that inspire, educate, make you feel good, and follow or mute accounts that lead to negative feelings or unhealthy comparison. Engage in what we call digital detoxes, This means take regular breaks from social media to focus on online activities, relationships, and seek support to use social media to connect with supportive communities, but also seek real-life support from friends and family, etc., or mental health professionals. Why are young people particularly vulnerable to the negative effects of social media on mental health? Because this has to do with the age, developmental stage of the identity formation. Adolescence and early adulthood are critical periods for identity formation. Young people are exploring who they are, trying to fit in, they seek validation for their peers. So social media can amplify the pressure to conform to certain images or lifestyles, making them more sensitive to feedback and social comparison. And during these formative years, self-esteem is often more fragile. Young people may heavily rely on external validation, as I said before, such as likes or comments, to evaluate their self-worth. And negative feedback or lack of engagement can significantly impact, as I said before, the self-esteem. About brain development, it has to do with prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex is responsible for decision-making, impulse control, and emotional regulation. It's not, we know it's not fully developed until the age of 20 years old. So this makes young people more prone to impulsive behavior and less equipped to handle the emotional impact of negative online interactions. So adolescents are more emotionally reactive and sensitive to social feedback. They're more likely to experience intense emotions in response to online interactions, whether positive or negative, which can amplify the impact on their mental health. The exposure to cyberbullying is another big issue. We can organize many webinars on this. It's a serious issue. Here you can see the impact of social media when we talk about body image. Social media use for only 30 minutes a day can negatively affect how women view their bodies. Body image was listed in the top 4 concerns for young women according to studies, and also nearly 80% of young girls report fears of becoming fatter. Nearly 70% of adult women report withdrawing from activities due to their body image. Now, we talk about high engagement. Young people are more likely to spend a significant amount of time on social media, increasing their exposure to its negative aspects. So the design of these platforms with features like notification can lead to addictive behaviors and compulsive use, which can interfere with daily life and mental well-being. Adolescents often use social media late into the night, which can disrupt the sleep patterns due to screen exposure and overstimulation. And at the same time, there's a lack of coping mechanism because young people are still developing the coping mechanism and emotional resilience. They may not have the skills to navigate the complex social dynamics and emotional challenges presented by social media, making them more vulnerable to its negative effects. So adolescents may struggle with critical thinking and differentiating between curated online personas and reality. They may take what they see on social media at face value, leading to misconceptions about what constitutes a normal or healthy life. So young people's vulnerability to the negative effects of social media is shaped by their developmental stage, sensitivity to peer influence, and the nature of social media itself. They are more susceptible to issues like social comparisons, cyberbullying, and the pressure for validation, which can significantly impact their mental health. So awareness, education, of course, and the support from parents, educators, and mental health professionals are crucial in helping young people navigate social media in a way that minimizes its risks and fosters a healthy relationship with these platforms. The social isolation, lack of world interaction also, it's very important. So we have already discussed about this, how the social media contribute to the development of anxiety and depression. It's all about how to handle unrealistic standards and societal pressure, lack of coping mechanism, pressure to present a perfect image. To behavioral and psychological aspects, this is related with what I mentioned before, variable reward schedules. Social media use these schedules similar to slot machines, where users receive unpredictable rewards in response to their personal interactions. This unpredictability can be highly engaging or compelling, and the anticipation of receiving awards can lead to compulsive checking of social media, increasing screen time and reducing time spent on real-world activities. The fear of missing out, I mentioned before, because social media exposes users to a constant stream of information about events, about activities, social gatherings that others are participating in. So this can create a sense of urgency and the fear of missing out. This can lead to compulsive social media use, increased stress, and as users feel the need to stay updated and engage with online activities. This can contribute to social isolation and dissatisfaction because users may feel left out or disconnected from real-life interactions and experiences. It's all about external validation, the dependence on external approval, what we call, of course, the image crafting and the emotional feedback impact of feedback, and the disconnection from authentic self. This means that this is the emphasis on external validation can lead individuals to disconnect from their authentic selves. Self-concept confusion, as we say, the development of unhealthy self-esteem patterns. This can lead to what we call emotional roller coaster. And the constant fluctuations in social media feedback can lead to this roller coaster where self-esteem is continually raised and lowered based on online interactions. This creates an unstable sense of self-worth and increased vulnerability to mental health issues. Here you can see also, patients. Okay, exposure to realized events. Another issue that I want to speak about is about what we call algorithmic manipulation. Remember this, social media algorithms are designed to show users content that they are likely to engage with based on the previous interactions. So this personalization keeps users hooked by continuously presenting content that aligns with their interest and preferences. What is the impact on mental health? Algorithmic manipulation can create echo chambers and reinforce existing beliefs, leading to increased polarization and stress. The constant exposure to personalized content can also contribute to addiction and the compulsive use of social media. At the same time, it's about behavioral conditioning. Social media platforms use techniques such as reminders or visual cues or notifications to reinforce user engagement and prompt continuous interaction. So the conditioning of behaviors through these techniques can lead to habitual and excessive use of social media. This can contribute to mental health issues such as anxiety, etc. All of these issues, alongside with the influencer culture, influencer endorsements, many influencers we know that they promote beauty products, diets, fitness regimens that emphasize particular body ideals. And very important what we call body shaming, because social media can be a platform for body shaming, cyberbullying, where individuals may be criticized or ridiculized for their appearance. Such negative experiences can create severe impacts on mental health, and victims of body shaming or bullying may experience increased body dissatisfaction, depression, lower self-esteem. Unrealistic beauty standards and the impact on mental health has to do also with eating disorders, with coping mechanism resilience. What is happening here that we need to develop a resilience. We need education and awareness on this. However, the positive use of social media, we talk about body positivity. Social media provides a platform for body positivity movements and communities that promote diverse and realistic body images. So engaging with these positive influences can counteract some of the negative effects and fosters a healthier self-image. Platforms that celebrate body diversity and promote self-acceptance can offer support and empowerment, helping adolescents to develop a more positive and inclusive view of their bodies. So the relationship between social media and body image issues among adolescents is marked by significant influence of idealized portrayals, social comparison, external validation, which can contribute to body dissatisfaction, negative self-perfection. But addressing these challenges involves fostering media literacy, promoting body positivity, and encouraging a balanced critical engagement with social media. So the last part of my presentation will focus on strategies for healthy use of social media. It's about how to replace FOMO with JOMO. It's the joy of missing out. Use do not disturb setting to focus. Only check the news headlines once a day. Wait to check after our emails. Enjoy disconnected week. So what are these a few benefits of the joy of missing out? Better sleep, or less anxiety, more creativity. Set boundaries, mentioned before, limit screen time. Try to set no social media zones. Unfollow, mute negative influences. Practice mindful consumption. Take breaks. Focus on authentic connections. Prioritize real life relationships. Promote self-awareness. Reflect on your social media use. Practice self-compassion, so acknowledge your worth. Be kind to yourself. Educate yourself about media literacy, very important. Learn about how social media platforms use algorithms and editing to curate content, how they manipulate actually users. Understanding these mechanisms can help us approach social media with a more critical mindset. So promote media literacy. This means educate yourself and others about the importance of media literacy and critical thinking when engaging with online content. Encourage positive online behavior. Be supportive. Use your social media presence to spread positivity and support others. Share uplifting content and offer encouragement to friends and followers. And if you encounter harmful or misleading content, challenge it respectfully or report it if it's necessary. Contributing to a positive online environment can help improve the overall experience. Seek professional support and promote, as I said before, body positivity and self-acceptance. Balance online and offline activities. Engage in offline hobbies. Set realistic goals. So track progress. Establish personal goals. Digital detoxes contribute to improve mental health. Digital detox means that we need to break information overload. And also, don't forget that if we don't cross-check the information we receive, for example, all the time we get confused with fake news and misinformation, this also causes a problem with mental health and confusion. So decreased screen time, more enhanced focus and productivity, improved time management, improved sleep quality, strengthened life relationships. Digital detox, of course, helps with through mindful practice. And reflection and self-discovery. So improved emotional regulation. This means less exposure to negative content, a break from digital media, reduce exposure to negative or distressing content, which can contribute to emotional instability and mental health issues. More enhanced emotional resilience. A digital detox can help individuals develop better coping strategies and emotional resilience by providing space for relaxation and self-care. Avoid social comparison, so more enhanced self-worth. Increased engagement in other passions and interests, the better physical health, encouragement of physical health, reduce sedentary behavior. And increased sense of control. This means that setting and adhering to boundaries regarding digital use fosters a sense of control over time and environment. This can contribute to a greater sense of autonomy and well-being. So digital detox helps individuals recognize and address their dependency on digital devices, leading to a healthier relationship with the technology. Of course, we can use also tracking and alerts, enhancing privacy and security. I need to see here how social media platforms, on the other hand, can help in promoting a healthy user because they offer these break reminders, because they can help us with security measures, with algorithmic adjustments, support for positive movements, and supporting mental health through features and policies. There are apps and resources that we can use, partnerships with other mental health organizations, and supporting mental health through features and policies. They are allowing users to set content warnings or filters based on their preferences can help avoid exposure to content that may trigger anxiety or distress. So social media platforms can actually help us to moderate these negative effects, to mitigate the effects. And their mental health also screening, offering tools or questionnaires to help users assess their mental health status and seek help if needed can be also beneficial. These tools should be, of course, be designed with sensitivity and privacy in mind. Media literacy, digital literacy, critical thinking, education initiative, fast-checking, misinformation alerts, the content models that I mentioned before. This is how social media can actually help promote authenticity, facilitating positive interactions, and of course the parental control features, education programs for teens. This is very important. Encourage offline events. So balancing online and offline life, designate specific times, create tech-free zones, engage social activities, limit multitasking, engage in shared activities, create a balanced life, leverage technology for coordination. It's a supplement. It's not a replacement. It's not a substitute. Join clubs or groups. Monitor always your digital habits. Engage in meaningful activities. Assess your social fulfillment and embrace quality over quantity. Invest in a meaningful, authentic relationship. So model healthy behavior, set examples, demonstrate healthy technology use habits to those around you. Offline activities that can be, that we can actually implement in order to reduce the negative effects, social media use, outdoor activities, that could be arts, music, performance, social activities, reading books, so get involved in local charities and anything which has to do with volunteer activities or community events. Outdoor activities, mindfulness and relaxation activities through meditation, yoga, journaling, family and home activities, travel exploration, anything that has to do with personal development, and create digital-free zones. Designate certain areas of your home as digital-free zones, set digital-free times. What role finally do parents, educators play? Of course, in this, we need to teach digital literacy, promote media awareness, establishing screen time limits, and encourage critical thinking, support emotional and mental health, encourage legal interactions, promote digital detox, monitor and guide social media use. Communities and schools play a crucial role in promoting mental health awareness related to social media use. Here is a program, I want to say that this is a European program, Horizon program, with investment of millions. It includes the participation of the partnerships of many organizations at the same time from many different countries. It's a program who tries to approach the problems of cyberworld through gamification. It's a very interesting program. And it's functions as a pilot way, a research project, which is actually millions are invested on this project, and we're waiting to see the results. So mental health education, here you can see an example of this program. My students can reply to some questions. They have a challenge through gaming, and if according to their reply, to their response, their answer, they enter to new tracks, etc. So after this program, we can get a diagnosis of their profile, if they're addicted, if not, etc. This is a very innovative program, which is implemented in Europe. It's called Rayuela. So raise awareness, counseling service, community support networks, and open dialogue. I think, of course, we need pedagogical sessions with parents, create more safe spaces, peer support networks, highlight positive movements. And finally, before concluding, future changes in social media platforms, what could be the future of social media? Of course, virtual reality, augmented reality, artificial intelligence, more AI-driven personalization and algorithms will be more sophisticated, more tailored and personalized. We will have more short-term or ephemeral content with stories or reels. Social media increasingly become the go-to source for news or misinformation. content that may discontinue to proliferate and create anxiety, more increased emphasis on video and visual expansion of influencer and creator economies, great integration of e-commerce. This will be the future of social media. This means at the same time emphasis on mental health and well-being at the same time, development of niche and private, the rise of more niche and private decentralized social networks could reduce the pressure for constant public validation. This will be also happen in the future. And steps to prepare for future social media changes, the curriculum updates, the public guidance programs, the user-centric design of social media and the social media companies, the ethical algorithm design that prioritize user well-being over engagement and over addiction, the government and policy involvement, so more regulations for digital awareness, support for mental health initiatives, community-led initiatives for awareness campaigns, super support networks, and when your mental health becomes impacted by social media, then it's time for a detox. Thank you very much for your attention. For any question or if you want anything to share with me, I'm here to discuss.
Thanks, madam. Thank you.
कोणाचा प्रश्न असेल तर विचारा मॅडम ना प्लीज.
If you have any question, you want to share something here in Greece, as I said before, we're suffering. We don't know how to help the students. Students who come to our workshop at the Greek Ministry of Education, they share how, these challenges they face with cyberbullying, with increased cyber crimes through the use of social media, with all this misinformation. So many problems that we are not ready to, we're not prepared as educators to help our students because we are not trained as psychologists. We need psychologists, more psychologists in schools. Many issues that we actually overlook. I think that this relation with social media and mental health is not so very well explored, so we need to focus more on this because we need to help young people who are suffering from social comparison, from all this superficial world of social media. We talk about superficial world. Do you have any question?
Thank you so much, ma'am. The presentation was really very informative. Thank you again for your expressing your valuable thoughts and guiding us at this conference. Thank you so much. Now, I would like to request Dr. B.T. Lahane, sir, the esteemed principal of Sambhajirao Kendriya Mahavidyalaya, Darkot, to preside over the concluding ceremony of this session.
Thank you, Manisha ma'am. I hope I am visible as well as audible to one and all.
Yes, sir, you are visible.
Good afternoon, honorable guests, organizers, honorable participants, and everyone who contributed this meaningful event. I congratulate Dr. Sunita Tengse, Dr. Alka Somonsi, and Dr. Baliram Pawar for taking initiative and organizing this event today. I was eagerly and curiously listening to Honorable Speaker Lampu ma'am, who contributed her valuable time and also gave us very useful information. Let me tell honorable guests that most of the participants do come from native Marathi language, and I do not know how much of them can understand what ma'am told. But I was curiously watching that nobody left the session when honorable ma'am was talking. So I salute to all the participants and their patience also, patiently listening. While concluding this session as a chairperson, I congratulate Dr. Somonsi, who gave introductory speech, and especially she told us that development must be sustainable. It is a very important fact that she brought to our notice. I remember and I had read somewhere that Michael Faraday worked for hours together and he did some 300 experiments. And when he reached to his end, so that the world can get this productions. Then Rania Lampo took talk about positive as well as negative aspects, and more importantly, she concluded with the strategies that one must be come from FOMO to JOMO. And moreover, it was her addition that one must use social media with his or her self-consciousness. Conscience is the most important thing in life, because nowadays social media has been being used in a very badly way. The young generation especially, who is wasting their valuable time in playing games, in gambling. I had been told that one of my friends has put her son to one of the reputed engineer colleges at Hyderabad. Instead of becoming expert in engineering, he became expert hacker. What it means that he has not used this tool with his conscience. That is why one must be given proper training how to use this social media, especially to the young generation who is in search of self identity. Nowadays, when we go to mobile and when you open the links like YouTube, Google, Facebook, and other links, one after another, there is a link of various reels, and every common man is being prompted to see all this one after another, and many young generation are wasting their sleepless night. So even though this media has brought connectivity, brought closeness, brought social relationship, but it has also been used in a very badly way. So lastly, what ma'am told and what I want to conclude is, see, one must use this resource, explore this resource with his or her social self conscience. Conscience is the most important thing that build not only character but also society. As the chief organizer and chairperson of this session, I thank chief speaker, all the organizers, and all the participants. I also feel sorry because many people could not join due to limit of 100 participants. Another way, in the next event, we will try to use another platform where there will be chance to participate more than 100 participants. Thank you. Have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you so much, sir, for being with us and gracing this session as chairperson. Thank you so much, sir. Now this is the time for second session of special guidance. For the second session of the special guidance, we welcome the president of the session, Dr. Baban Bodke, sir, the principal of Mahatma Phule College, Kingaon. We also warmly welcome our chief guest speaker, Arpita Chatterjee, ma'am, assistant professor at Suniti Education B.Ed College, Kalyani, West Bengal. I would like to request Dr. Sunita Tengse, ma'am, from Ramesh Barpudkar College to introduce Madam Arpita Chatterjee to all of us. Dr. Sunita Tengse.
मैम आवाज आ रही है मैम?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, madam.
Arpita Chatterjee, research scholar of SICOM Skill University Department of Education, currently working in Suniti Education Trust B.Ed College, Kalyani, West Bengal, affiliated to Baba Saheb Ambedkar Education University, West Bengal, having a work experience of 8 years as an assistant professor in this college. Pursued 2 master degrees, MA in English Literature and MA in Education from University of Kalyani, West Bengal. She has attended several national and international seminars and workshops, conferences, and have many publications. She is multifaceted personality. I request you, ma'am, to deliver your intelligible talk on the topic. Thank you.
Namaste, namaskar to everyone, and good afternoon. Am I audible to all?
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, madam.
Okay, So good afternoon, and I'm deeply honored to address this august gathering of renowned experts like Madam, let me read the name, Madam Lampo from Greek Ministry of Education, and the respected patrons, Dr. B.M. Kendra, Honorable Parmeshwar Kadamji, Honorable Vithalrao Bodkeji, and the chief organizers, respected chief organizers, Principal Dr. Babu Rao Lakhani ji, Principal Dr. Basant Satpute ji, and Principal Dr. Baban Bodke ji, and the respected conveners, Dr. Alka Shumangsi ji, Dr. Shunita Tengse ji, and Dr. Baliram Pawar ji, and all the other valued eminent persons, the participants. I extend my sincerest appreciation to each of you for your presence and for inviting me as a speaker in this one-day online multidisciplinary conference. Well, before starting my presentation, I have a PPT definitely, but before starting my presentation, I would just like to ask you, मैं थोड़ा हिंदी और इंग्लिश मिक्स करके बोलूंगी. As you know, I am from West Bengal. My name is Arpita Chatterjee, so I am a Bengali. But so मेरा हिंदी शायद इतना अच्छा ना हो, but I will definitely try to speak in both language so that all can understand. क्योंकि थोड़ी देर पहले सर बोल रहे थे कि बहुत से लोग हैं जो मराठी स्पीकर्स हैं, तो I'm extremely sorry, I don't know Marathi, but I will try to speak in Hindi. Well, so आप सब लोग मुझे थोड़ा अनम्यूट करके बताओ कि आप सबके घर में तो न्यूज़पेपर डेफिनेटली आता है, लेकिन सुबह उठ के आप न्यूज़पेपर को हाथ में पहले लेते हो या फिर मोबाइल? I need to know this. मोबाइल. मोस्ट ऑफ अस हम सुबह उठने के बाद हम मोबाइल को हाथ में लेते हैं, क्योंकि मोबाइल में सोशल मीडिया बहुत सारा एप्स है, और उन सब एप्स से हम लोग लाइक वो जो इंसाइट हमको मिल जाता है कि क्या है सोशल मीडिया में, क्या चल रहा है, या फिर टोटल सोसाइटी में क्या चल रहा है. सोशल मीडिया इज पार्ट ऑफ आवर सोसाइटी. तो सोसाइटी में क्या चल रहा है हमें न्यूज़पेपर की जरूरत नहीं पड़ता. हम वो ऐप से हम मीन्स ट्विटर है, फेसबुक है, या फिर इंस्टाग्राम है, यूट्यूब है, तो हमें सब कुछ वो सोशल मीडिया से पता चल जाता है कि पूरे देश में या फिर अब्रॉड में वर्ल्ड में क्या चल रहा है. सो यहाँ पे कोई डिनाई करने का स्कोप ही नहीं है कि टुडे वी आर लिविंग इन अ टाइम वेयर सोशल मीडिया is everything. Like social media के अलावा हम सोच नहीं सकते. From our day started with social media, और हम जब सोने जाते हैं तब वो मोबाइल को साइलेंट करके या फिर फ्लाइट मोड में देके हम सोने जाते हैं. So anyhow, before starting like my presentation, I would just let me share the screen. I think some problem is there. I'm in my college. Dr. Baliram ji से मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है सर. Am I audible to you, sir?
Yes, madam. Yes, okay.
क्या आप वो पीपीटी मेरा स्क्रीन शेयर कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि आई डोंट नो, मे बी कुछ टेक्निकल इश्यूज है, स्क्रीन शेयर नहीं हो रहा है मेरा. इफ पॉसिबल. जी सर. इट वाज 2016 जब मैंने पहली बार ट्विटर को डाउनलोड किया था. तो उसके पहले मेरा फेसबुक था, लेकिन मुझे बहुत ट्विटर से बहुत कनेक्टेड मुझे लगा. मैं बहुत ज्यादा कनेक्टेड फील कर रही थी ट्विटर से, और मैं आई यूज्ड टू पोस्ट my political opinions, my thoughts on social things. तो वो मैं ट्विटर पे जाके मैं पोस्ट करती थी. तो इट वाज इन 2016, और 4 साल बाद मुझे आज भी याद है 2020 1st January it was, और एक lazy evening, it was a lazy evening, and मुझे एक notification मिला Twitter में जाके that the Honorable Prime Minister of India नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने मुझे फॉलो बैक किया ट्विटर पे। तो मैं ये क्यों आप लोगों से बोल रही हूँ, शेयर कर रही हूँ, ये मैं अभी आप लोगों को डेफिनेटली आई विल टेल दिस, क्योंकि ये दिस इज नथिंग बट द पावर ऑफ सोशल मीडिया। हम सोशल मीडिया के थ्रू पॉलिटिकल लीडर से जोड़ सकते हैं, बिजनेसमैन से जोड़ सकते हैं, जो एमिनेंट पर्सन्स है, प्रोफेसर्स, रिनाउंड प्रोफेसर्स, हम इजीली वी कैन कम्युनिकेट थ्रू सोशल मीडिया लाइक Twitter, that is X right now, and Facebook, Instagram. So my topic today, sir, screen sharing हो रहा है क्या?
No, ma'am, it's not visible.
Hello, madam. Hello.
Hello.
Madam, I will put my mail ID in chat box. So please share that PPT on mail ID. So I will try to share.
Yeah. एक्चुअली मैं अभी कॉलेज में हूँ, तो मेरा सब एक्सेस यहाँ पे नहीं है। आई एम स्टिल ट्राइंग। हो रहा है?
So mail ID I have sent in chat box. आपने मैडम आपके पास अभी लैपटॉप में पीपीटी ओपन है?
नहीं, मैं एक्चुअली लैपटॉप से नहीं हूँ।
अच्छा।
क्यों नहीं? जस्ट अ मिनट, लेट मी ट्राई अगेन।
ड्राइव में पीपीटी ले लो फिर पहले आप मोबाइल से अगर आप तो ड्राइव
दैट
पीपीटी को ड्राइव में ले लो पहले। या फिर आप डायरेक्टली मैडम व्हाट्सएप पर भेज दो, किसी के मैडम के व्हाट्सएप पर भेज दो। और अगर
डॉक्टर जी के व्हाट्सएप पे मैंने भेज दिया है ऑलरेडी।
सर पवार सर,
बोला की
सर मी व्हॉट्सअप नंबर पण माझा मी शेअर करते चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये।
नाही, मला तुमचा व्हॉट्सअपवर हाय करायचं, मॅडमच्या व्हॉट्सअपवर एक मिनिट पाठवतो मी, थांबा.
मला व्हॉट्सअपवर पाठवा पीपीटी, मी मेलवर घेऊन ती शेअर करतो इकडे। Madam, you can share also. This is that I have put my number. So from WhatsApp, share that PPT.
Have you pinged me?
9881837268.
Yes, I have checked it.
So I will take on my mail and then try to share.
Sorry for wasting the time.
No problem, ma'am. Okay.
भाव कधी येणार आहे? भाव कधी येणार आहे?
9881837268. I think there is an issue of network. It's not going, sir. I think I'm having some issues. Can you just ping?
You can go ahead.
Can you just a minute?
Hello, madam. Hello.
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 Hi, madam. This is my WhatsApp number also. Please send PPT on WhatsApp.
Sir, can you just ping me?
Hello, madam. Hello. Hello.
Sir, check karo please. I have sent from
Okay.
another number.
Okay,
Yes.
7439639155.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I have pinned on that number. So please send me on the same.
I have given one more yes. Please check.
Okay, I will share. You can continue, madam. I will once I will share, I will tell you.
Okay. Thank you.
तब तक आप चालू रखेंगे.
Please continue, ma'am.
Well, sorry for the interruption. I have made a PPT and I'm showing it. Here are some research questions. That is, first, just let me read. How do social media platforms affect the way, especially political messages? And to what extent do social media platforms influence individuals' political opinions? And what are the ethical implications of using social media platforms for political discourse? तो ये जो सारे क्वेश्चंस है, we'll try to find the answers in this presentation. So first of all, some objectives are there to analyze the influence of social media platforms on political communication, to explore how social media influences political opinions, and to explore the ethical consideration of using social media in political discourse. First of all, the rise of social media in political communication, that is very much important. कि ये कैसे क्या हो गया, like जब से पॉलिटिकल मीन्स पॉलिटिक्स में सोशल मीडिया का यूज बहुत ज्यादा वी कैन सी लाइक ट्विटर दैट इज एक्स एंड फेसबुक और इंस्टाग्राम में डेफिनेटली यू कैन कनेक्ट विद द लीडर्स एंड पॉलिटिक्स का काफी सारा एजेंडर्स कैंपेन्स स्पेशली इलेक्शन के टाइम में आप लोग देख सकते हो कि इलेक्शन कैंपेन्स और ट्रेंडिंग कुछ भी अगर सोसाइटी में प्रॉब्लम होता है, कुछ अच्छा होता है या कुछ बुरा होता है, तो यंग जनरेशन काफी ज्यादा ट्रेंडिंग में पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं और काफी सारे ट्रेंडिंग में कैंपेन्स ये सब कुछ पॉलिटिकल एंड सोसाइटी के जो भी कैंपेन्स होते हैं, पॉलिटिकल कैंपेन्स तो काफी सारा होता है सोशल मीडिया में, और उसके साथ साथ सोसाइटी में भी कुछ भी अगर कुछ होता है तो वो भी सर प्लीज शेयर दिस so that I can show them the PPT and I can analyze then. And social media actually एक tool की तरह use होता है to direct political communication. And मैं थोड़ा politics and social media इसको ज्यादा मैं बोलूंगी क्योंकि मैडम ऑलरेडी सब कुछ मीन्स वो जो डोपामिन, जो बायोलॉजिकल जो इश्यूज होते हैं, जो भी है वो सब कुछ मैडम ने बहुत अच्छे से आप लोगों को बताया. तो मैं थोड़ा पॉलिटिकल एस्पेक्ट जो है और सोशल मीडिया कैसे पॉलिटिक्स पे इम्पैक्ट करता है ये मैं आपसे ज्यादा डिस्कस करूंगी. तो सोशल मीडिया में डेफिनेटली डेमोक्रेटाइजेशन ऑफ पॉलिटिकल डिस्कोर्स है. लाइक प्लेटफॉर्म लाइक एक्स एंड फेसबुक हैव बिकम the tools for grassroots. Yes, thank you. Please change the slide. This is my title, The Role of Social Media in Shaping Political Discourse. Sir, please change the slide. Change it, please. Already I have said all this introduction. Yes. Next slide, please. Next. Objectives and next. Next. Bus. Yeah, yes. So social media as a tool for direct political communication. I have already said this point. And next slide, please. Next slide. Yes, here I am. So platforms like X and Facebook have become the tools for grassroots movements, allowing citizens to organize protest, advocate for policy changes and influence political agendas. आपको अगर कुछ भी बोलना है तो डायरेक्टली आप मीडिया से बात नहीं कर सकते हो, लेकिन सोशल मीडिया आपका जो हैंडल है, सोशल मीडिया का हैंडल है, आप यू कैन यूज दैट एंड यू कैन कम्युनिकेट विद द वर्ल्ड। आप अपना जो व्यूज है वो पॉलिटिकल हो सकता है, वो सोसाइटी के किसी भी मुद्दे पर हो सकता है, आप लोग इजीली कम्युनिकेट कर सकते हो थ्रू योर सोशल मीडिया हैंडल। सो दिस इज द पावर ऑफ सोशल मीडिया एंड वी आर लिविंग इन द एरा ऑफ सोशल मीडिया। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। मिसइंफॉर्मेशन एंड डिसइंफॉर्मेशन, बट द सोशल मीडिया इज अगर किसी चीज का गुड साइड होगा तो डेफिनेटली उसका साइड इफेक्ट्स भी होगा, राइट? तो साइड इफेक्ट्स के हिसाब से जो है मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन और डिस इन्फॉर्मेशन ये बहुत ज्यादा देखने मिलता है सोशल मीडिया में, नॉट ओनली इन पॉलिटिक्स बट जो सोसाइटी में जो कुछ भी होता है हम लोग सोशल मीडिया में जाके कुछ पोस्ट कर देते हैं और शायद उसका टोटल इंफॉर्मेशन वी डोंट हैव or some misinformation we are having, but we are spreading through our own handle. तो यहाँ पे हम सबको केयरफुल रहना है क्योंकि लॉ एंड ऑर्डर्स भी हैं। अगर आप कुछ गलत इंफॉर्मेशन सोशल मीडिया के थ्रू स्प्रेड कर रहे हैं तो उसके लिए आपके ऊपर लॉ एंड ऑर्डर है, उसके हिसाब से आपके ऊपर एक्शन भी हो सकता है। तो यहाँ पे हम सबको करना होगा। आई एम ऑडिबल? जो भी पोस्ट करना है, अगर आप किसी व्यूज को रखना चाहते हो सोशल मीडिया में तो डेफिनेटली यू कैन डू दैट, बट विथ प्रॉपर इंफॉर्मेशन, सही इंफॉर्मेशन के साथ आप पोस्ट कर सकते हो। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। The impact of algorithmic curation, that is filter bubbles and echo chambers. मैम भी कुछ देर पहले इसके ऊपर आप सबसे बहुत बार मैम ने इसका जिक्र किया, तो लेट मी टेल यू व्हाट इज फिल्टर बबल एंड इको चेम्बर्स। क्या होता है जब आप लोग सोशल मीडिया में कुछ सर्च करते हो, वो गूगल में जाके भी हो सकता है या फिर फेसबुक में या फिर कहीं भी इंस्टाग्राम में कुछ चीज को अगर आप बार बार सर्च करते हो, लाइक रिलीजियस कोई आपको कुछ रिलीजियस पे इंटरेस्ट है, तो अगर वो सब आप बार बार देखते हो या फिर कोई प्रोडक्ट को आप ब्यूटी प्रोडक्ट्स जैसे या फिर कुछ, तो वो अगर आप देखते हो तो बार बार क्या होता है ना, वही चीज हमें बार बार सोशल मीडिया में मिलता है। तो दैट इज द फिल्टर बबल्स एंड इको चेम्बर्स, जो आपको एक्चुअली आपका जो इंटरेस्ट है तो उसके हिसाब से आपको ये कुछ हद तक फोर्स करता है कि आप सिर्फ उसी चीज को देखो। तो पॉलिटिक्स में क्या होता है, अगर आप कुछ कोई एक पॉलिटिकल पार्टी के ज्यादा आप रील्स देखते हो या फिर कुछ पोस्ट देखते हो तो सोशल मीडिया पे आपको एक ये मिलेगा फिल्टर बबल्स, तो उसके लिए उसी पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज का जो भी एजेंडास है, जो भी रील्स है, जो भी पोस्ट है वो आपको देखने मिलेगा, लेकिन ऑपोजिशन का जो व्यूज है वो आपको देखने नहीं मिलेगा। तो ये बहुत एक खतरा है। ये खतरा मैं इसीलिए बोलूंगी क्योंकि वी आर सोशल एनिमल और हमें सोशली अवेयर रहना चाहिए कि हम क्या देख रहे हैं, क्या जान रहे हैं, क्योंकि हमें अगर सिर्फ एक चीज पे हम स्टैक करते हैं तो हम वो एक इंफॉर्मेशन गैप रह जाता है। तो इसलिए हमें ना बोथ वेज, लाइक गुड इफेक्ट्स एंड बैड इफेक्ट्स, बोथ वेज पे हमें जाना है और अपोजिशन का व्यूज भी हमें लेना है और जो आपका पसंद है वो भी देखना है। लेकिन ये फिल्टर बबल्स एंड इको चेम्बर्स, इसके हिसाब से आप वो नहीं कर पाते हो, क्योंकि वो एक एड स्ट्रीमिंग के साथ ये आता है एंड रिपीटेडली वही चीज आपको दिखेगा जिसपे आप इंटरेस्ट शो किए हो। तो नेक्स्ट पे है द डुअल इम्पैक्ट ऑफ सोशल मीडिया एंड पॉलिटिकल कम्युनिकेशन। इसमें सिर्फ मैं यही बोलना चाहती हूँ कि पॉलिटिकल कम्युनिकेशन और सोशल मीडिया का डेफिनेटली बहुत एक अभी अगर आप देखोगे तो बहुत एक अच्छा रिलेशन है। आप इजीली यू कैन कम्युनिकेट विद द लीडर्स एंड दे कैन रिप्लाई यू। लाइक मेरे साथ एक बार हुआ था कि मैं हम सबका एक ऐसा होता है ना कि सोशल मीडिया के जाके हम कुछ भी पोस्ट करते हैं कि अभी हम घर में नहीं है या फिर अभी मेरे साथ ऐसा कुछ हुआ है। तो आई वाज इल एंड दैट इज अराउंड 2022 और मैंने पोस्ट किया कि मैं अभी हॉस्पिटलाइज्ड हो रही हूँ। तो मैंने ऐसा कुछ पोस्ट किया और बाद में जब मैं घर वापस आई तो मैंने नोटिफिकेशन चेक किया तो कोई एक टॉप लीडर्स ने मुझे वो पोस्ट को कोट करके रिप्लाई दिया, मीन्स रिस्पॉन्स किए थे कि आप जल्दी से स्वस्थ हो जाओ, विश यू अ वेरी स्पीडी रिकवरी। तो ये दिस इज पॉसिबल थ्रू सोशल मीडिया, नॉट ओनली विद द पॉलिटिकल लीडर्स बट अगर आपको किसी भी रिनाउंड पर्सन से जोड़ना है तो आप उनके पोस्ट में जा सकते हो, जाके कमेंट कर सकते हो, फीडबैक पा सकते हो उनसे। तो दिस इज पॉसिबल थ्रू सोशल मीडिया। देखो मैं एक बार एक सोशल मीडिया का अच्छा पॉइंट बोल रही हूँ और साथ ही साथ एक खराब पॉइंट्स भी बोल रही हूँ, क्योंकि साथ साथ हम लाइक वी शुड नो कि कितनी हद तक हमें सोशल मीडिया का यूज करना चाहिए और कितनी हद तक हमें सोशल मीडिया को अवॉइड करना चाहिए। सो नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में सोशल मीडिया's रोल इन शेपिंग पॉलिटिकल ओपिनियन। तो if you are a social media influencer, because nowadays we can find a social media influencer and activist, these terms are very much popular in social media। तो आप अपने सोशल मीडिया हैंडल के साथ कुछ अपना जो ओपिनियन है नॉट ओनली इन पॉलिटिकल सेक्टर बट फॉर द well-being of society, for the welfare of society, you can easily post that or you can share your opinion with the global followers, with your followers, with your friends on social media। तो political opinions तो definitely इसके साथ साथ आपका जो social opinions है वो भी आप share कर सकते हो through this social media। लेकिन इसके साथ साथ जो मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन एंड डिस इन्फॉर्मेशन के बात मैं कर रही थी नेक्स्ट स्लाइड और नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में, तो मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन एंड डिस इन्फॉर्मेशन इज वेरी मच हार्मफुल। तो उसके लिए हम सबको सतर्क रहना चाहिए। और देखो पॉलिटिकल मैनिपुलेशन भी है, प्राइवेसी का कंसर्न्स भी बहुत ज्यादा है, क्योंकि whenever we are posting something in social media, especially whenever we are going out like हॉलीडेज में है, वेकेशंस में है और घर में शायद कभी कभी ऐसा हो जाता है कि घर में कोई नहीं है और वी आर ऑन अ हॉलीडे और वहां जाके हम लोग पोस्ट करेंगे अभी मैं यहाँ पे हूँ, अभी मैं महाकुंभ में हूँ या फिर अभी मैं कश्मीर में हूँ, मीन्स फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल। तो सबको पता चल जा रहा है कि आप घर में नहीं हो। तो जो इविल माइंडेड है, बहुत से इंस्टेंस न्यूज़पेपर में आता है, मीडिया पे हम लोग देखते हैं कि घर में कोई नहीं था और सोशल मीडिया में पोस्ट किया तो उसके हिसाब से सबको पता चल गया कि घर में कोई नहीं है, तो बस घर में चोरी हो गया। तो ये सब नहीं करना है। सोशल मीडिया इज डेफिनेटली नाउअडेज इज वेरी पॉपुलर और मीन्स ये पॉसिबल ही नहीं है कि हम सोशल मीडिया में पोस्ट ना करें। we share our memories, good memories, definitely we can do that, but जब आप घर से बाहर हो तब पोस्ट मत करो, जब वापस आते हो उसके बाद आप पोस्ट करो कि ये लास्ट वीक हम लोग यहाँ पे गए थे, these are the photos, these are the pictures, these are the memories we are sharing। So तो हम से कर सकते हैं। सो प्राइवेसी कंसर्न्स आप हम सबको ये लाइक इस पे ध्यान रखना होगा। और देखो जो और एक चीज है जो मैं डेफिनेटली बोलना चाहती हूँ कि सोशल मीडिया से हद तक मीन्स फेसबुक्स और इंस्टाग्राम यूट्यूब से भी बहुत से घर में बैठे हुए महिला स्पेशली जो है वो अर्न भी कर रहे हैं। इट्स अ platform where you can earn also. So it's not only for the women, but for the students, for the new generation, for the young people, and definitely कोई भी हम सब आप मैं हम सब लोग कर सकते हैं। तो स्पेशली मैं यही बोलूंगी कि वीमेंस के लिए, क्योंकि जो घर में बैठे हैं, जो माँ जो काकी, जो ये सब हम लोगों के घर में जो एल्डर जनरेशन है, तो आप लोग उनसे जाके बात करो, उन सबको सिखाओ कि सोशल मीडिया में क्या गुडनेस है, क्या है। तो वो सब ना, वो जो अपना जो ओपिनियन है वो सब भी शेयर कर सकते हैं थ्रू सोशल मीडिया। और कुछ हद तक एक टाइम भी, एक लेजर टाइम भी होता है, मिल सकता है उन लोगों को, और उसके साथ साथ वो एक अर्निंग का भी हो जाता है। तो डेफिनेटली कंक्लूजन में तो मैं यही बोलना चाहती हूँ कि सोशल मीडिया का बहुत सारा अच्छा गुडनेस है, बहुत सारा अच्छा ही है सोशल मीडिया में, लेकिन थोड़ा ध्यान रख के हमें सोशल मीडिया यूज करना है। क्योंकि ज्यादा अगर यंग जनरेशन जो बहुत से, मैंने देखा कि स्टेशन में जाओ या फिर शॉपिंग मॉल में हम लोग देखते हैं कि रील्स में लगे हुए हैं, रील्स बना रहे हैं स्ट्रीट में, रोड्स में, स्कूल्स में, कॉलेजेस में, which is very much wrong। क्योंकि जब कोई इंस्टीट्यूशन में हो और स्टूडेंट डू दैट, तो mute your mind। सो ये सब मत करो, क्योंकि ये करना नहीं चाहिए। क्योंकि जब आप एक एजुकेटेड पर्सन हो और सोशली अवेयर हो, तो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि कौन सी चीज आपको करना है, कहाँ पे करना है, कहाँ पे नहीं। तो अगर आप स्ट्रीट पे हो, अगर आप स्कूल कॉलेज यूनिवर्सिटीज में हो, या फिर स्टेशन में कोई पब्लिक गैदरिंग में हो, तो रील्स मत बनाओ। ये सही नहीं रहता, काफी लोगों को डिस्टर्ब भी होता है। तो ये सब ध्यान रखो। बाकी सब कुछ ठीक है। सोशल मीडिया इज वेरी गुड एंड इज अ वेपन फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस। आप अपना जो व्यूज है वो रख सकते हो, लोगों के साथ शेयर कर सकते हो, और काफी सारा चीज आप अच्छा जिनिस अच्छा ही है इसका। सॉरी, आई एम फम्बलिंग विद माय हिंदी, सो प्लीज वो उसको आप इग्नोर करो। सो सोशल मीडिया इज गुड, एक हद तक ये अच्छा है। तो ये सब ध्यान रख, आई थिंक सोशल मीडिया इज वेरी गुड। तो थैंक यू, दैट्स ऑल। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर हैविंग मी, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा। थैंक यू सो मच। हेलो, यस,
Thank you so much, ma'am. Of social media. Thank you, ma'am. Now move on the
Ma'am, unmute.
Thank you, ma'am. Technical session. We will now move on to the third session, our technical session. For this session, our president will be Dr. S.P. Gaya, sir, Vice President of the Board of Studies in the Sociology at Swami Ramanand Tirtha Marathwada University in Nanded. You are heartily welcome, sir. We now move on to the paper presentation for the technical session, and we begin with Manjula R. Madam, Bangalore University. Are you visible, ma'am? Hello, Manjula R. Ma'am. Are you there?
Next,
Hello.
next,
Okay. Yeah,
Next,
Shreya Sheel, ma'am. Shreya Sheel, West Bengal, Calcutta. Shreya Shil ma'am, are you there? Yeah, okay. I would like to request Shreya Shil ma'am to present her paper on the impact of social media on youth.
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
Yeah. Please continue, ma'am. Please continue.
Um, slide is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Shreya, UG student from South Calcutta Girls College. Today, I want to talk about something that has become an integral part of our lives: social media. As youth, we are constantly connected to our device, scrolling through our feeds and sharing our thoughts and experience with the world. But have you ever stopped to think about the impact that social media is having on our lives, on our relationships, our mental health, and our overall well being? There is some popular social media platforms are like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, WhatsApp, Google, and Snapchat, etc. On the other hand, social media has many benefits. It is almost us to connect with others, access the globe, to share our ideas and creativity, and to access a vast amount of information and resources. Like convicti and community, social media platforms provide youth with opportunities to connect with others who share similar interests and create a sense of community and belonging. And social media allows youth to express themselves, share their creativity, and showcase their talents. Social media provides youth with access to a vast amount of information, educational resources, and learning opportunities. However, there is also a darker side to social media. Excessive social media use has been linked to increased symptoms of dispersion, anxiety, and other mental health concerns. Cyberbullying, online harassment, and the spread of misinformation are also prevalent on social media platforms. Moreover, social media can unrealistic beauty standards contribute to body distraction and negative impact self-esteem. It can also lead to social comparison, discrimination, and self-confidence lack, and a sense of inadequacy. Social media negative impacts on relationships. Social media can foster social comparison, leading to self esteem and self-confidence. Social media can impact romantic relationships and dating with the potential for online identify, discourage and intimacy and increased conflict. So, what can we do to mitigate the negative impacts of social media on our daily life? At first, we need to be mindful of our social media use. We need to set time limits on our screen time, take a break from social media, and engage in offline activities that promote our physical and mental well being. Second, we need to be critical of the information we consume on social media. We need to verify the accuracy of the information and avoid engaging with content that promotes hate, violence, or discrimination. Thirdly, we need to promote positive and respectful online interactions. We need to treat others with kindness and respect, avoid cyberbullying and online harassment, and report any abusive or harmful content. And finally, we need to recognize that social media is just a tool and it's up to us to eat responsibly. We need to prioritize our real life relationships, engage in activities that promote our physical and mental well being, and cultivate a positive and health online presence. In conclusion, social media has both positive and negative impacts on our lives. While it offers many benefits, it also possesses significant risk. By being mindful of our social media use, promoting positive and respectful online interaction, and prioritizing our real life relationships and well being, we can harness the power of social media to build a more compassionate, emphatic, and connected world. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Shreya ma'am. After this presentation, I would like to request Dr. Manshi Gogoi ma'am to please present your paper on the title Social Media and its Impact with Special Reference to Society and Women in Assam. Dr. Manshi Gogoi ma'am, Assam. Manshi ma'am, are you there? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you are audible.
I would like to request Dr. Vinod Kumar, sir. Are you there, sir? Dr. Vinod Kumar? Dr. Manshi Gogoi, ma'am? Dr. Anuja Jain, ma'am? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. I'm online. Shall
Dr.
I
Anuja
share
Jain?
my screen?
Yes, ma'am. Please continue, ma'am.
Yeah. Is my screen visible to you?
Visible.
Yes, madam.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, madam. Yes.
And the PPT is visible?
Yes,
Madam. Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon to everyone. I'm Dr.
Good
Anuja
afternoon.
Jain from Gyan Ganga Institute of Technology and Sciences, Jabalpur, MP. My topic is influence of social media on modern society and benefits and challenges. So before going into more detail, I would like to categorize the social media into different types. Like we have social networking site like Facebook, where we can contact with people Then we can have media sharing platforms like YouTube, Snapchat. Then we can discuss various questions and ask questions on forums like Quora. Then we have Pinterest, where we can find things of our interest, such as home decoration, fashion, etc., and keep it organized in one place. Then we have other platforms like Yelp. These platforms help in reviewing business and services. Then we can post blogs, like we can write our own articles, stories, and reach to a wide audience on platforms like WordPress. Then we have social shopping network, where like Etsy is a platform where we can connect buyers and sellers. Then we have interest-based networks, like people who are interested in reading, people who are interested in cooking. They can make a community and chat over those interest platforms. Now we come to the positive effects of social media. First of all, it helps in building a relationship. No matter how far apart we may be, we can easily contact with our friends and family at instantly through the medium of WhatsApp, Facebook. Then another advantage is it is an educational opportunity. Even if we are living in a very remote area, we can learn a lot of things over the internet through YouTube tutorials. We can also ask questions through experts. Next important thing is we can have business growth. People can showcase their products over Instagram. They can contact their customers online and increase the sales and growth. Then another advantage of social media is it creates social awareness through various mediums, like Me Too movement gained momentum through the widespread social media support. Then, as earlier the resource person had talked about mental health benefits also, we can communicate to persons experiencing similar problems. We can ask questions to experts in relation to our health. Then it is the best and fastest medium nowadays for communication. We can chat over WhatsApp, have instant meetings, like today we are meeting so many people online and having a conference. Then it also helps in economic opportunities. Like LinkedIn is a platform where people can meet and they can post their resume, they can find new jobs. And as I told, Etsy is a platform where people can sell their products, generally handmade products, and they are custom made. So buyers and sellers can meet on this platform and increase their sales. Then it also helps in publishing our creativity and innovation. We can, if we are talented in some particular thing, we can post our videos on TikTok or YouTube, and this hobby can also be converted into a career. Now coming to the negative effect, as spoken by earlier by our resource person also, it's a very addictive medium. We spend hours and hours, generally it's an average of 2 hours daily on social media, and sometimes young children forget about their responsibility. Then it sometimes spreads misinformation, like during COVID, a lot of misinformation regarding the vaccine and virus was being circulated over the media. Then as the resource person told about mental health issues like anxiety, depression, sometimes people face cyberbullying. Then another important thing is privacy concerns. When we are using these platforms, sometimes we forget that we are unknowingly giving out our private information, and if it lands into malicious hands, then it can lead to various problems. And since youngsters spend a lot of time on the mobile, the sleep is disrupted. It hinders with the melatonin hormone, which induces the sleep. And last of all, although it's a very powerful medium for communication, now we are seeing that we are so engrossed in our mobiles that we fail to have face-to-face interactions with people who are around us. We are neglecting them sometimes and giving too much time to our social media platforms. So in conclusion, I would say that it has both positive and negative effect, but it's a powerful tool. We should learn how to use it to our benefit and not become its slave. And parental guidance and control is required. Thank you, everyone. If there are any queries, I'm welcome any queries.
Thank you, madam.
Okay,
Now
thank you.
I would like to request Anuradha Patil ma'am from Ambazogai, Maharashtra. Are you there, ma'am? Professor Anuradha Patil ma'am, are you there? Then Mahananda Raut Khedkar ma'am from Naigaon, Nanded.
Yes, ma'am, आहे मी.
Thank you, ma'am. Please continue.
सर्वांना नमस्कार.